The Rafale aircraft program consists of three versions of the twin-engine multi-role fighter, the one-seat version of the Rafale C, the two-seat version of the Rafale B, and the Navy aircraft carrier version the Rafale M, combat and navigation systems, aircraft management systems and flight control systems alike. They can all carry out all types of missions from ground attack to air superiority. The first production Rafale B-1 aircraft flew for the first time on 4 December 1998 and was delivered to the French Air Force. The current French government order for 61 aircraft was delivered from 1998 to 2005. The total order for France, the French Air Force and the French Navy is 294 aircraft. Built to follow the Rafale A demonstrator in person, all three versions of the Rafale retain proven in-flight quality. 70 knot. 9 grams minus 3.6 grams, a maximum angle of attack of 32 degrees, and a takeoff and landing distance of less than 400 meters. These qualities are derived from the aerodynamic delta canard concept combined with the delta wing and an active foreplane, positioned precisely on the wing linkages to optimize aerodynamic efficiency and stability control without obstructing the pilot's view. Moreover, aircraft shapes and materials are continuously selected to minimize detection of electromagnetic and infrared sensors. The Rafale C is a multi-role fighter with a fully integrated combat and weaponry system, utilizes the latest technology and is capable of performing outstanding performance on air-to-air and air-to-ground surface mission targets far behind enemy lines. The two-seater Rafale B aircraft retains nearly all of the capabilities and features of the Rafale C. The Rafale B is capable of carrying out any mission with a single pilot or a crew of two consisting of two pilots or one pilot and one weapons systems operator. The Rafale M is an aircraft carrier version with the same capabilities and features as the other two versions. The difference is only in the airframe, which is adjusted to the operational needs of the aircraft carrier. The Rafale is the embodiment of the French military's ambitious standardization program for the 2025-2030 vision, namely as a replacement for the 5 aircraft serving in the French Air Force and French Navy. The Rafale can be equipped with nuclear weapons. Apart from being used in their home country, this aircraft is also sold for export needs. Although several countries have expressed interest in owning the Rafale, no official memorandum of the cross-border order has yet been agreed. For strategic missions, the Rafale can deliver the MBDA-ASMP standoff nuclear missile. In December 2004, the company upgraded the aircraft to carry the MBDA Storm Shadow or Scalp EG standoff cruise missile. Rafale entered into service by the French Navy in 2004. 2 years later, this acclaimed agile fighter jet was finally adapted by the French Air Force. Until now, Rafale fighter jets have more than 30,000 flight hours and are used in combat zones in Middle Eastern countries. Countries that have tasted the robustness of the aircraft to make France include Afghanistan, Mali, Libya, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, Qatar, and India. And Indonesia is the only country in Southeast Asia that relies on Rafale jet fighters as space protectors. For strategic missions, the Rafale can deliver the MBDA-ASMP standoff nuclear missile. In December 2004, the company upgraded the aircraft to carry the MBDA Storm Shadow or Scalp EG standoff cruise missile. Rafale entered into service by the French Navy in 2004. 2 years later, this acclaimed agile fighter jet was finally adapted by the French Air Force. Until now, Rafale fighter jets have more than 30,000 flight hours and are used in combat zones in Middle Eastern countries. Countries that have tasted the robustness of the aircraft to make France include Afghanistan, Mali, Libya, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, Qatar, and India. And Indonesia is the only country in Southeast Asia that relies on Rafale jet fighters as space protectors. The types of weaponry that can be carried include air-to-air missiles, Mica, Magic, Sidewinder, ASRAAM and AMRAAM, Apache, AS-30L, Alarm, Harm, Maverick, and PGM-100 air-to-ground missiles. Anti-ship missiles Exocet, AM-30, Penguin 3, and Harpoon. And various other types of missiles that can be installed on the Rafale aircraft. The Rafale, with its omnirole capabilities, is the perfect answer to the capabilities approach being chosen by a growing number of governments. It fully meets the requirements to perform the widest role with the smallest number of aircraft. The Rafale participates in permanent, quick reaction warning, QRA, air defense, air sovereignty missions, force and deployment projections for external missions, deep attack missions, air support for ground forces, reconnaissance missions, pilot training attacks, and nuclear deterrence tasks. The Air Force single-seat Rafale C, Air Force two-seat Rafale B, and the Navy's single-seat Rafale M share maximum airframe and equipment, and very similar mission capabilities. Rafale Solo View lessons learned from recent conflicts in which air power is used can be summarized into 4 overarching expectations about weapons systems by political decision makers. Versatility, namely the ability, with the same system, to carry out different missions, interoperability, or the ability to fight in coalition with allies, use common procedures and standard agreements, and collaborate and communicate in real time with other systems, flexibility, which can be illustrated by the ability to carry out several different missions in the same sortie omnirole capability. With this capability, it is possible to instantly switch to the demands of political decision makers, from coercive missions strike force, to deterrence missions show of force, at low altitude, dissuasive high speed, or even cancel missions to the last second reversibility, survivability, namely the ability to survive in a dense threat environment thanks to stealth capabilities and/or a sophisticated electronic warfare system. The aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle. Rafale M. The Rafale omnirole combines all of these advantages. It is relevant to both traditional and asymmetrical threats. It addresses the needs of armed forces that arise in a changing geopolitical context, and remains at the forefront of technical innovation. Thanks to its versatility, adaptability, and ability to meet all air mission requirements, the Rafale is a poster child, transformational fighter that provides an avenue for air forces faced with the requirement to do more with less in strategic and environmental environments. An ever-changing economy. The Rafale is a multi-jet fighter aircraft that can operate from aircraft carriers and coastal bases. The fully versatile Rafale is capable of performing all combat aviation missions: air superiority and air defense, close air support, deep attack, reconnaissance, anti-ship strike and nuclear deterrence. The Rafale entered service with the French Navy in 2004 and with the French Air Force in 2006. With more than 30,000 flight hours in operation, it has proven its capabilities in combat in Afghanistan, Libya, Mali, Iraq and Syria. The Rafale was ordered by Egypt, Qatar and India.